T.S. Hall jumped in and said, "Thank you. I'm considering using Reels. What do you recommend for someone whose topic is spiritual in nature and our inner journey? Meditation and self-reflection makes for quite boring content. Thanks in advance for your help." So specifically when it comes to Reels, you get 30 seconds, up to 30 seconds of content. So you can't actually do meditation. You can't actually do self-reflection. You can't actually do some of those like quieter things that takes longer to do, which means you're gonna have to break this down. There's a couple ways that you can do this. So the first thing that comes to mind is that you can actually kind of do a process. So instead of thinking about like meditation and self-reflection, think about what someone who does like a yoga instructor or a physical fitness instructor, just think in terms of that. What could they do to get a full workout routine into under 30 seconds? They wouldn't be able to actually do all the things. They couldn't do all the repetitious things because they don't have the time space for that, but they can do a sped up version of it, kind of break it down. So you can create a system. If you have a meditation that you do, instead of doing it with them, just kind of say, okay, 10 minutes of this, 5 minutes of this, 10 minutes of this, 5 minutes of this, and kind of talk them through that process that they can do on their own later on. And that works for some of these quieter things or things that are longer that will not fit in that 30-second time space. And you can go as high energy as you want or as low energy as you want, depending on your type of business. This speaking not just for this particular type of business, but all businesses. So you can kind of give them the process that they can then go do themselves. And that's a really great way to also redirect them to the full version, which I hope you are putting on YouTube. So they can get either the quick version that they can do on their own, or they can do the fast version, which they can do, or no, not the fast version. They can do the quick version on their own here from Reels, or they can do the full version with you on YouTube. Now, the other thing that you can be doing is kind of doing like behind the scenes, like preparation. Like, what do you do to get in the right mindset for meditation? Show that off. Show off things you can do after you've done your self-reflection, things throughout the day that can kind of help calm you down or center you a little bit more. So you want to make sure that you're doing faster paced, more exciting content, which I understand is a little bit different than what you're typically doing. So use this to go slightly outside of what you typically do. So if you're typically doing some kind of lesson where you're like going through and walking them through things, use this as an outsider view of that. What does it look like getting ready for this, getting in the right mindset for this? What is it like when you're doing things after the fact? How has it changed your life? Really get into the storytelling of this and how it can impact their life rather than actually doing the process of it. So showing them kind of the other stuff around it, surrounding it to get themselves ready. And you can even kind of show some of like the chaos, specifically for this one, the chaos in life that might require somebody to want to do that meditation and self-reflection to kind of bring themselves back into themselves and what they're doing in their lives to kind of center themselves and ground themselves a little bit more. So show the craziness that is life and how that sometimes needs us to come over and kind of calm down and do the meditation, do the reflection, all those things. Show how everyday life requires something like this to kind of get back to where they need to be. There are lots of great ideas. Test those out, see how those work, and then pivot and tweak from there.